Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Peril with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out Hub Planet Ysmault free roam for LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So you can see on the right hand side we have a whole slew of collectibles including gold bricks, character tokens, as well as quests and Mayor/Adam West, whichever you prefer to call him by. And we'll make quick note of the quick links down below, and we'll touch a little bit more on those in a minute, but be sure to check the video description for those. And here on the moon base, make your way over to the red ring and build the door up if you haven't already, and slide your way up into Ysmault. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. I'm just copying old Green Lantern here. He says Ysmault. So, anywho, we're going to go ahead and do quest number 1. This quest is called Welcome. And we're going to go ahead and basically take a tour of the whole planet, as we have been with all of the other hub planets. If you're just joining us with this planet, then welcome. We have all of the videos, well, they should be up by now, for all of the other hub planets. And if you guys have any questions about them, we'd love to try and answer, so be sure to drop some comments down below. Now, portions of this video, as you can tell, have been sped up a little bit more than others, and although they surely seem like they could use some Benny Hill music, but unfortunately, we do not own the rights to that awesome song, so we'll have to do without. So we're just following him along. As you can see, there was a series of baddies that attacked us, and there will be another 2 moments coming up here where they do come after us. But never fear, Superman's heat ray is here. So we'll just go ahead and melt them down into a pile of bricks. And O to the yeah. So like I said, go ahead and take them all out and then keep on keeping on. We'll move our way up the hill. We're kind of leading this tour ourselves if you notice. He's a little bit slower than we are. However, he seemed to move a little faster when we were out ahead of him. So, oh yeah. So we see there's a race up above us. It pretty much takes us to each and every one of the items. I would imagine it misses maybe 1 or 2, but you never know. I would think that it comes close to hitting all of the objectives that we're going to tackle in the rest of this video. So yeah, if you haven't already and you're in a hurry, you can feel free to click the quick link down below. Try saying that fast, huh? And the next one's going to be for character token 1, or character vehicle token 1. And yeah, you can go ahead and speed up and plow on through this, because you already know what's going down here. You know you just got to protect him. Apparently it's 4 times we get rushed, because here's the 4th time. And it will be the last one. We are towards the end of this quest, and we will hear a nice little piece of dialogue from the duck, and we'll move on. Chaw, 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 chaw. Ooh, oh, in the back there, you can see I accidentally queued one of the bouncing blue flags. We will come back and get that character token here shortly. It's a pretty easy one. They're all bouncing in plain sight. Oh, and here we go. Another one of the lengthy dialogues. Like, if you're playing the game, it's totally awesome. If you're editing and trying to talk over it, it's a little bit lengthy, and the humor is lost over my voice, or under my voice, I guess. My big fat voice. All right, give us that gold brick. I don't know what happened. Looked like he got goosed right there. Did you see? Woo! And all right, so moving along. Right off the bat, we see this little grapple hook here, so we go ahead and pull that down. Didn't seem to have any luck with that, though, so we'll move along now. And we're basically, like I said, right back where we started. We made it all the way around. And right up above us, we find that there is this building with a Batmite question mark on it. Right next to it, there's a hero smash, or a big character smash. So go ahead and smash that down and bust open the box inside for the first character vehicle token, which happens to be for Brainiac Skullship, a.k.a. Rick Moranis, yo. And all right, right around the way, we flew right across the little gap there, and we see these little bats flying around, and we're going to go batty and switch to our sensor suit and get our scan on. When we do that, we actually notice that there is a nice little spot to dig on. So we handle these steamy bits by pulling out our Green Lantern jackhammer, and we get our jackhammer going. We got ourselves a couple of piles to dig up here, and you can see there's some bouncing bricks that present themselves. And turns out you only needed the first one, so just find the one that has the magic bouncing bricks and flip the switch, which will then present us with another piece of the puzzle. This one actually will have us flip another switch, which can be found over on the back side of it in the little schmegma over here, the old green, I don't know what that is. weird green sludgy jizzy stuff. We'll stay away from that as much as possible. And over on the other side of it is some glass shards. Not the kind that you're ashamed of, the kind that need to be broken with your sonar. So get your on and break those and flip the final switch, which will then reveal our prize, which, spoiler alert, it's been in the bottom left-hand corner the whole time. It's gold brick number 1. So we'll go ahead and add that to our list, which means we only have 6 more of those bad boys to pick up on here. A couple of races perhaps and such. Ooh, but first, let's go to quest number 2. All right, what you got this time, Loon Turn? Looks like he is seeing red. Oh, and it really grinds his gears. You know, that reminds me, another series I would love to see in LEGO would be the Family Guy. Like, I could see endless possibilities happening with a Family Guy LEGO series. So, if you're out there listening, TT, yeah, that's another one of my glorious recommendations. I, of course, think really highly of my own ideas, so sorry about that. And, all right, so there are, I believe, 25 guys we need to take out here to complete this quest. We're going to use our heat ray as always, and because Superman's also invincible and he won't get knocked down and it won't slow you down in taking these bad guys out. Once you take out the requested amount, he will reward us and he'll say, fellas. Oh yeah, they all broke into pieces. Oh, bum. And oh to the yeah, he does a little dance with his ring in hand and kicks down with that shiny gold brick. So, speaking of gold brick, let's pick up another one. This one's for gold brick number 2, and it's a race. I hope I win. Ooh. We'll go ahead and hop in and activate this bad mama jamma and take off. This one's a little bit trickier. Of course, we're going to have to use a flying character, and I'm not sure that one character flies better than another, but we always use Superman. So if you like Martian Manhunter better, or maybe you're a girl and like Wonder Woman, or maybe you just like Wonder Woman. You don't have to be a girl like Wonder Woman, but you know what I'm saying. Make your way all the way to that purple gate and snag that reward, which is a gold brick. And right below where we finished that race, we find this building. If you have not found the Donut Deliverer trophy, well, there you go. We showed you a location there. We didn't note it because we already did a video and it's a different one and didn't want to confuse anybody. But we're going to follow over to the next beam of light, which happens to be another race. Ooh, and this one's right up the backbones of an old, looks like a dinosaur of some sort. And this one's pretty easy, only about 5 checkpoints before we ring off that gold brick. And, all right, so remember earlier I promised that we were going to take out these blue bouncing flags. Well, after a terrible edit, because I did fail my first attempt doing this, I just didn't get the last one in time. There was like an invisible wall that sometimes happens, and I wasn't close enough. So I failed and I came back, but here we go. All of them can now be seen, and we will be rewarded with this character / vehicle token, which happens to be the second of 3 shown in this video. And this one's for the Batcopter. Get to the Batcopter. All right. Another glowing light over here. It's a temple with a little walkway. Looks like maybe some sort of a water spout, perhaps. Not sure what's going to be done here, but we fly all the way around and assess what we got here. And on the backside, down below, we see that our guy is teleported inside, our number 2 character's inside the bricks, but we're going to go ahead and bash them all, which actually reveals a switch. So we'll go ahead and switch it, which pops open that box on top. So it's like Christmas came early. And depending on when you're watching this, it might have come real early. All right. So 4 gold bricks in the bag. We're going to roll out. We're going to go save old Adam West. He is actually hiding out behind these big bones. So I think there's a couple bones pits. One's got more of a backbone and a structure. This one's kind of on its side. You'll find right behind it there is this little flashing, glowing silver block. We're going to switch to Batman and his old power suit and blow that up. Booyakashow. It then frees the hot lava and he comes shooting out the other one. That's a little hot. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things. Adam can do some pretty spectacular things. He poops out studs that are often larger than he is. And on top of that, he can also withstand fire, but yet he always needs our help. So, not sure what's going on there. We sure got love for Adam West for many reasons, new and old. But meanwhile, make your way over to this building across the way and pick up Heat Wave, which all you have to do is put out a fire. Pretty simple. You follow the light to the fire and put it out. Speaking of following the light, we do have the quest finder brick, red brick on, which is why you're seeing those little blue triangles above the quests. We highly recommend that you use them as well, especially on like the fetch quests, because sometimes he'll send you out there to go do something, and then you need to bring something back to him. And in those cases, it is so nice to actually have that marker to tell you where it is, even though it's a round planet and they're not that big. It's still nice to have like a nice guided tour, so to speak. All right, so speaking of which, fetch quest stuff. We're going to go ahead and look right down below. Look at that. We get stuck. How do we get stuck? Anyways, we blow the silver brick up that's right below him in the rib cage of the dinosaur bones. And then it actually queues up. And basically, we have to do a series of small tasks. Here we're grappling this little grapple hook. And each time we do it, it actually frees up or moves the pressure of the lava to another area. So there are a sequence. I think there's 3 of them. We'll have to wait and see. But essentially smash everything you see, and you'll eventually free up all the pressurized lava and help out Mr. Loonturn on his mission here. So I got a little sidetracked. I'm a little ways away from where I needed to be, or at least I thought. And, oh yeah, so there we go. The last one is a grapple hook out here in the fire. So you got to be careful, and I think that, yep, that is the last one. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. But, oh yeah, he gives us a nice little speech, and, oh, let's solve that problem. And we go ahead, and we steal a gold brick from him. Actually, he volunteers it. Stealing is bad. Okay. All right, we are well over the halfway mark of this video, and hopefully we've provided some information and maybe a smile or two along the way with our sound effects, or, I don't know, maybe our noobness. Either way, remember I mentioned the backbones earlier? There was a race we flew over it. Well, right at the end of it, there is this gold, looks like a coffin, but you got to melt it down with the heat ray, and you're rewarded with the gold brick, so... Hard work. Your melter ray melts it down into a brick. Ooh, look at this. Another quest. What do we got here, Loonturn? Ooh, it's roast duck. And, all right, he wants some ice cream. Don't we all? Ice cream is delicious, and I certainly have my fair share from time to time. This one, if you remember, we already found a ice cream truck. And here's one of those fetch quests that I was talking about just not too long ago, about having the quest finder on and being able to find your way back to Mr. Green Loonturn. So, of course, there is a little bat sense right behind us. Use it. The coins, or the studs, rather, will point in an arrow shape. And follow that arrow, and eventually you'll come to the ice cream truck and to this little, I don't know, lava cave, or I don't know what it is. You can see that you can slip on down inside there. And that's where our precious ice cream, or looks more like a popsicle if you ask me. But that's where it's going to be, down below in the bottom of this little area. So go ahead and pick it up and see. Here we go. Look at that. I would have been lost. I would have been going the wrong way had that quest finder not been there. So fly right to that blue triangle and deliver this tasty. And think about this. Ice cream inside a lava rock. I'm not seeing how that works. That must be some pretty preservative-based ice creams. Or popsicle, whichever it is. And all right, so you're welcome, or you're welcome, and we'll go ahead and roll out now. I don't know why we didn't grab one for ourselves. It is rather warm on this planet. And ooh, what do we got here? All right, so we follow to another light ray, and this one takes us to another little, small little mountain. And at the top of the mountain, there's some silver bricks, so we'll go ahead and bust them open. And inside, what do we got? We have a big man wall, so we'll use the big character to go ahead and smash the wall down. And at the very, very bottom, almost out of sight, is a gold brick floating in there. Go ahead and grab it before rolling out of the cave. And look at that, right across the pond, there is another quest, which this actually happens to be our last quest for this video. And we're going to listen to these two go back and forth. This is the cat's meow, you know what I'm saying? This one's pretty simple. There are a series of boxes. Each of these boxes contain fish, and we have to use our senses to find these boxes. You can see there's some bat sense over here. We'll switch to our sensor suit and get our scan on, and there's the first box. Go ahead and give it an old smackaroony, and it'll present those fish, which will then attract our guy here, Meow, Deck Star. I was going to call him Meow Star, but I like my name better, Meow Meow. Essentially, we're going to make our way, just keep following the general direction of the bat sense. And actually, Catwoman kind of leads us to where we need to go. So we'll find another box at this sense over here, and we'll bust it open, and Dexstar will follow yet again. And I believe we only have one more to do before we get him to the final one. This one got a little confusing. I got ahead of Catwoman, and she didn't know which way was what. And then I got lost, and then I saw the bats. So sneak on over to the ledge there and go batty with your scanner. And punch the box for that one last time, and look at that. Ooh, where'd the food go? Ooh, where am I at? Ooh, which way did he go? All right, so we have fulfilled his destiny and filled his belly anyways. We've fulfilled his belly. I think that's all we've really done. But I think he kicks down with a character token as well as a gold brick. We'll have to wait and see. What you got? What you got? Oh, come on now. Dialogue is just going on forever. All right, there we go. Yep. Woohoo! Dexstar. And we also get a gold brick. So, booyakashow. 210. We're on the 40 or less countdown. That is awesome. The 40 bricks or less item aisle. I said that wrong. Forgive me. All right. One last glowing beam. And look at that. It's a race. I love these races, although some of these races in the past have been ultra frustrating. Speaking of which, look at that. I'm talking about a race being frustrating, and I start the race but immediately fall, and I'm not part of the race. I don't know what happened there, but all right, after a small glitch, we go ahead and get off and running here. That third, or maybe it's the second one, either way, that one down there is tough, so watch out. I highly recommend not using your double tap boost right now because you will go flying out of control by your next checkpoint there. And yeah, definitely be heavy on the A and B and X and circle buttons. Yeah, and eventually you'll find that purple gate, and guess what, that is it, ladies and gents, boys and girls. We give a quick peek and we see nothing, so we go ahead here, and what do we got? We got everything. We got all 7 gold bricks, all 5 quests, all 3 character vehicle tokens, and we got Adam West. So that's gonna wrap up Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham HUD Planet Ysmault free roam. Like I said once before already, hopefully you guys found this video entertaining and maybe a wee bit helpful as well. You can pay us back by saying thanks and commenting, or heading over to any of our social pages such as Facebook or Twitter. And like I said, commenting down below would be more than enough. We'd love to hear from you guys if we helped you out or if you were missing a specific item. Whatever it is, tell us. We like to talk, as you might have noticed. And hopefully you found those quick links helpful as well. So I'm off. I'm going to go check out another video. I got 1 or 2 more of these hub planets to rock for you guys. And then it'll be a couple cleanup trophy achievements, and then we'll be wrapping up the series. So again, thanks for all your support. Thanks for hanging out. As always, until next time.